So off the tip, it's Charlotte. Right side, Westbrook. Malone outside. Pass to SGA. 5 on the clock. No good with the triple. To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender. All right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
Back to Westbrook. It's Edwards on the wing. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Kick out to Hamilton. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And how about Westbrook's impressive passing ability there? Beautiful dime to set up his teammate.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you talk about the best center in the league, Sabonis certainly, Stan, is in that group.
He sure is, Kevin, the second Sabonis to be in that group. And look, this guy can do it all. He is one of the best passing bigs in the league. He's one of the best rebounding bigs in the league. And he can shoot the ball on the perimeter. A tough guy to deal with.
Good on the triple.
And Westbrook is very skilled at sizing up defenses. He understands when he should take these quick shots.
Oh, my word. You can't play much tougher interior defense than that.
Now here's Curry. Back to Westbrook. And Garnett has it in the corner. Malone with the block.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Russell Westbrook.
And that's the last guy you want to defend inside. Malone is just too good near the hoop.
Taking 2 shots.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now, here's Fox. Not loose. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards trying to get open. And the basket by SGA.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
It's rebounded by Sabonis. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 3. Pass to Malone. 6 on the shot clock. Here's SGA. Chicago grabs the miss.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Curry. Back to Hamilton. And again, no good by Chicago. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
To the inside. Sabonis got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. On the wing, Fox. And again, Chicago. No good. Pass to SGA. With the drive. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Known for her fiery and confident personality, Reese is also a reliable forward who is already arguably the best rebounder in the game.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Savvy pass, moving the ball to the person with the best shot on the floor.
And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
And here's Edwards from the arc.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Here's Reese. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Terrific finish from Fox. One of the more explosive guards that we have in the league.
Mitchell on the corner. Beal with the steal. Here's Fox. And Wade sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Reese. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Reese has got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Charlotte trails by 8. Pass to Edwards. Six to shoot. Kicks it out to Love. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining.
To end the run.
2 minutes.
No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. Chicago leading by 8. Now here's Beal. Another 3 for Chicago.
And with a smooth, fluid release, Beal's jumper does wonders for his team's offensive positioning. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Garnett inside. It's Beal on the wing. Curry looking it over. It's rebounded by Charlotte. 1:05 left to play in the first half. Pass to SGA. Back to Love. Over Collison. Garnett grabs the board. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for Chicago. Outside Westbrook. Buries it from three-point range. Westbrook's got 6 points.
He's done that his whole career. Westbrook smooth with the triple.
Love up top. No scoring in this one. It's a pick by Love. From downtown. Charlotte no good that time either. Outside Collison. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Chicago with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action in just a minute. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Outside Curry. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Down low. There's Sabonis. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Garnett.
Oh, whoa! That's just unfair.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Malone. Sabonis. Garnett grabs the board.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close. Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Malone outside. From past the arc. Garnett with the block. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Chicago leading by 18. Outside Curry. Back to Westbrook. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. SGA, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Above the rim athlete, even on the back 9. Westbrook sends it home.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Two minutes into the second half of play now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Screen by Sabonis. Inside. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
You know, Westbrook has run these pick and rolls countless times. Fantastic pass right there.
And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Curry on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Malone with the rebound. Charlotte trails by 16. Edwards from deep 3-point territory.
Nice little flush there from Sabonis to cap off the possession.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Curry. 1:02 left for the third. Outside Westbrook. Offensive rebound. Screen by Sabonis. Outside SGA. The kick out to Sabonis. To the middle. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
Assisted by
Sabonis has got 8 points.
Well, with his ability to carve out space, Sabonis is one of the best paint scorers in the game. This team should look to set him up.
Back to Curry. Hamilton outside. Just 4 to shoot. Driving the lane. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And so cunning on the drive. Hamilton sees an opening and just slashes in there.
Screen by Sabonis. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Chicago leads by 14. We've got more in store for you right after this. 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Charlotte trails by 14. Here comes Mitchell. Outside Anthony. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Anthony's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for Charlotte.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
First team foul.
On defense, Charlotte. The shot by Curry, no good. Anthony down low. Knocked away. Garnett left side. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Anthony with it. Now Beal defending. Back to Anthony. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive. And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
SGA with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Westbrook rips down the rebound.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Sabonis. And he gets it to go.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Now, Adebayo. Kevin Garnett. No good, unable to end this run. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Gilgeous-Alexander. Sabonis. 2 points. That one goes.
Impressive poise from Sabonis right there. A guy you can count on to make big shots.
Charlotte trails by 3. Outside Westbrook. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Sabonis. Gilgeous-Alexander puts it up and through.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Now Garnett. Oh, what an assist. Leading him to the bucket.
And in dropping that one, he stops a 13-0 run by Charlotte.
Outside SGA. Here's Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Tries it from 19. Cleared away by Adebayo. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Chicago. Outside Fox. He's off from 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Westbrook up top to tie it up.
You got to give Westbrook credit. He's looking to get fouled.
So the first of 3 is good, and that brings them within 2 here. And he misses the second attempt, but one more coming up here. And he nails the third.
And, you know, you can't dwell on that one miss. They're still in a position here to take the lead if they can get a stop.
7-second difference, shot and game clock.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Chicago with the ball. They lead by 4, and that's an intentional foul. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Charlotte calls timeout. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Westbrook fired. Good.
Assist from Domantas.
SGA with the steal. Cleared away by Adebayo. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
First personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
At the line for 2.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throw.
Charlotte calls timeout. They trail by 6. Guys, what's your take?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.